take my daughter away. Consider it payment for your wages. I don't have any money for you. If you want money, there is none. If you want a person, then take her.
When Robert Miller said this, he shoved his own daughter, Emily Miller, in front of me, treating her like cheap merchandise. Emily looked at me with tears in her eyes, trembling all over from fear. At that moment, I finally understood that when a father becomes cruel, he can be even scarier than a stranger. But she didn't know that from this very second, her life was about to completely change. My name is Daniel Carter. For more than 2 months, I have been working in a cabbage greenhouse in a remote village in Gangwon-do. Every day I went to the fields before dawn and didn't stop until it was dark. Robert Miller promised to pay me at the end of the month, but in the end, he didn't give me a single cent. Everyone in the village thought I was just a poor migrant worker from out of town, but they didn't know that I was a millionaire, hiding my true identity. A man with enormous wealth. I left a luxurious life in the city only to find something money could never buy. A perfect woman. A real, kind, noble-hearted woman. And during this time, what I saw most was Emily's suffering. After her mother passed away, Robert Miller drank every day and later married Linda Miller. That woman looked gentle on the outside, but behind the scenes, she treated Emily like a servant. Cooking, washing clothes, feeding the chickens, carrying firewood, taking care of the greenhouse, she had to do everything alone. She worked until late at night, yet there often wasn't even a bowl of hot soup on the table. The neighbors all knew, but no one dared to interfere. Because when Robert Miller got drunk, he even dared to curse at the village chief. Until that day, when I stood in the yard and asked for my wages. Robert Miller called me greedy, smashed a liquor bottle, then rushed into the house and dragged Emily out. "You want money, right? I have no money. Take this girl with you. From today on, she has nothing to do with my family." Linda Miller immediately threw out an old bag. Inside were only 2 old sweaters, 1 pair of socks, and a photo left behind by her mother. Emily's little brother Noah ran out crying and held tightly onto the edge of her clothes. "Sis, don't go." But one furious roar from Robert Miller forced her to leave immediately. Emily didn't cry anymore. She only hugged her little brother, lowered her head, and got on the bus to Seoul with me. Along the way, she sat by the window, tightly holding that old bag. The bus was noisy, but I still heard her quietly praying. "Dear God, please, don't let this man be like my father." I said nothing, because I knew her days of suffering ended here. A few hours later, the bus entered Seoul. The lights of the Han River, the tall buildings, the subway, and the traffic made her freeze completely in place. She still thought her father had sold her to another strange man, but she didn't know that I had already asked my assistant to prepare a house, a lawyer, and a new life for her. And she knew even less that the girl despised by the entire village would soon wear an expensive gown and stand in front of everyone again. When Robert Miller sees her again, he will regret it so much that he will fall to his knees. To be continued.